portar-la fins a la seva àrea, després buscar els espais necessaris per als nostres atacs, això és el nostre enfoc, és el que hem de fer, els atacs, i després tenir en compte el contraatac i la contrapressió que podem fer també. Això és la tàctica, això és bàsicament el que tenim que fer i insisto un cop més de que nosaltres som molt favorits i això vol dir que hem de complir també amb aquest rol que tenim.
I wanted to ask you about your role, really, I suppose, because you kind of stepped away from club management to take on this huge job. And this afternoon we've seen Ange Postecoglou sacked as Tottenham manager, despite the fact that he won a European trophy. What does that say about how brutal your job can be, your role?
How brutal it can be.
What does that say about how brutal it can be?
Well, that's the job, basically.
Does anything like today surprise you? Does anything like Ange losing his job surprise you anymore?
No, I feel for every manager, and I have huge sympathy for every manager, especially in these moments, because I feel for them, because I was in the same spot, and it feels horrible if you're in that spot. It just shows you that it is about, it is not only obviously about titles. It is, you can, let's say, survive seasons without titles if your connection, the support, the belief and the trust between the coach and the club officials is strong. Then you can overcome seasons without titles. It happens. If there is slight disbelief, if there are concerns, if the trust is not there anymore, obviously, then it is sometimes not even enough to win a trophy after so many years. I mean, I have biggest respect for him. He's a huge character. He brought the trophy. He said he will deliver the trophy in the second year. He did. But this is part of the job. We are responsible for the results, and we are responsible for the development of the team. So if we like it or not, we don't like it, of course, but sometimes it is us who take then the full responsibility for a development that is maybe not on the highest potential.
Volia saber una miqueta el teu rol, no? La teva feina, perquè has passat de ser un entrenador d'un club ara a la feina de ser l'entrenador de la selecció absoluta. I, a més, amb la idea de que és possible i que és important de guanyar un trofeu europeu. Fins a quin punt és un rol brutal, no? Que és molt gran. I la contestació va ser: és la meva feina i és la feina que s'ha de fer, perquè també s'ha preguntat que ara ha hagut també un entrenador que ja ha tingut de sortir i ja no podia seguir. I la contestació és la feina, és la nostra feina. Jo tinc un gran respecte per l'entrenador, que jo també he estat en aquella situació. És una situació sempre molt difícil, és terrible, perquè no només és tenir títols, no? És també tenir com una connexió i el suport. Si hi ha una connexió i suport entre el club i els oficials, inclús és possible sense títols, però si no hi ha confiança, ni tan sols amb els títols pots seguir, no? A vegades passa inclús. Ell havia dit que el segon any vindria amb un títol i ho va fer. I al final nosaltres hem d'acceptar que som els responsables, ens agradi o no.
Alex Howell.
Hi, Thomas. You've just listed why you're going to be favourites tomorrow, but do you have any tips and tricks about how you lift players in these games? Because sometimes this type of match can be difficult for them to get going.
Yeah, it will be on us to get going. I think it is on us to keep the tempo high. It is on us to bring the energy to the pitch. It is on us to bring the attacking energy to the pitch and to do this in a relentless way. I can fully understand that this is not the easiest time of the season for international break. The players come from a short break of holiday. The players come from a long and tiring season. And then accepting again the role to be responsible for the major of the game can be demanding, but at the same time, it is what I feel from the group is exactly that they are happy to be here, happy to show. We are quite new together. It's our second camp, and I have trust and belief that we will do what is necessary to get the result that we want. We want a win. We want a clear and solid win that is never in danger. This is what we expect from us tomorrow.
Com ja hem dit, sou favorits. Tens consells o trucs per demà? I la resposta, doncs tot depèn de nosaltres mateixos, l'energia que li volem donar, tenir una velocitat alta, mantenir el partit en baix control, el nostre control, sense pausa, fer-ho com nosaltres ho sabem fer. No és un moment tampoc molt fàcil en la temporada, molts jugadors han tingut unes vacances relativament curts i la temporada ha estat molt llarga i ara han de tenir en compte que són responsables del partit, és un partit exigent, aquests partits tampoc són fàcils, però nosaltres estem motivats, estem contents, és veritat que no portem molt de temps junts, però això és igual, farem el que calgui i el que nosaltres volem és guanyar, és el que intentarem fer demà.
It's also important not to over-expect from us, not to over-expect in terms of that we expect already like a clear result, biggest chances, goals already after 10-20 minutes and get impatient and get frustrated with ourselves. I think it's a test to our patience. Spain, Andorra played against Spain and it was 1-0 at halftime with a set piece. So yeah, this is on this kind of level. It's a World Cup qualifier. You respect your opponent, you respect the quality, the defensive organization of your opponent. Then you understand how difficult it is to break down. We expect a 5-4-1 formation, which will be like 22-25 meters in front of the goal, and put this into consideration. Get the energy right, get the details right, and get the energy level right in order to not be frustrated too soon. And have the expectations right, what we demand of ourselves. And I hope that we are clear enough to the players what we demand in detail, and then go along the details, and the result will hopefully follow.
Bueno, i a més no s'ha de esperar massa, no? De que en 10-20 minuts ja tinguem molts gols, perquè això és una frustració. Hem de tenir paciència. Si us en recordeu, Andorra-Espanya va ser 1-0 a mitja part quasi, així que hem de tenir en compte que això són qualificatoris, que hem de tenir el respecte al rival, sempre el respecte, serà potser un 4-1, això vol dir 22-25 metres molt a prop de la porteria, i nosaltres hem de tenir l'energia, els detalls, per no frustrar-nos i fer el que calgui. I penso que he deixat ben clar a tots els jugadors el que han de fer.
A training camp in the sun, has that allowed you to think about what a World Cup could be like with these players?
Yeah, a little bit, but the World Cup will hopefully last very much longer. But you know, the June camp, I think, is a very particular camp that it's very demanding for the clubs to send the players on holiday and then know that your players go to national team. It's demanding for the national teams because the players come from holiday and will go to a Club World Cup. So it's a demanding time, and for that it was a good opportunity to change the environment, have the chance to be together here in Spain, enjoy the sun, and feel the group in a new environment, have good training facilities, and that helped us to grow into the right mood to be ready for tomorrow. So it was a good camp. We enjoyed it. We worked hard in the sun, in the heat, which comes naturally. I think in the US it will be even hotter and more humid, but it was a good taste of it.
I els entrenaments al sol van ser positius perquè és una preparació per la Copa del Món, que serà també molt calorós el temps en aquell moment, i la resposta, doncs sí, és veritat, el camp era necessari perquè venim d'una temporada molt llarga, era una bona oportunitat perquè, encara que sigui difícil, no?, de fer totes aquestes coses després de tota la temporada passar a ser un jugador de la selecció absoluta, però va ser una molt bona oportunitat, aquest canvi de disfrutar també del sol d'Espanya, molt bones instal·lacions per a l'entrenament, i així que la conclusió, el camp molt bé, als Estats Units serà molt humit, molta calor, així que era important preparar-nos per demà i per la Copa del Món.
Okay, we've got 3 more lined up. Henry, Sam, and then we'll finish with the host at the back.
Thomas, hi. Good luck tomorrow night. When you see a game last night like Spain against France, which was a bit of a spectacular, do you feel under any pressure or responsibility to entertain, or is it simply about winning?
I think it's hard. It's hard to compare a Nations League semi-final between Spain and France to our match tomorrow. But I personally feel always the responsibility to entertain. We always look to win. We always look to entertain and win and entertain at the same time. It was a spectacle yesterday. It was very offensive. It was like dominated by offensive quality of both teams. This is, I think, at the moment, one of the highest levels in Europe. And it would be not fair to us, and what I said, I think it would like just be not fair if we expect now tomorrow the same kind of game. A game lives from what the opponent offers you, asks a question, demands from you, and I think it will be very, very different setting. We will be very offensive tomorrow. With the mindset will be offensive, and the mindset will be, like I said, how often do we make it to break the deep line down? How often can we reach the opponent's box? How often do we reach the opponent's box in spaces that we consider dangerous? How big is our hunger in counter pressing? How big is our hunger in the reaction of ball losses? And how big is our hunger to score and create goal scoring opportunities? These are the headlines for tomorrow, and then hopefully we catch a flow and can deliver what we demand of ourselves. Yesterday was a crazy result in a high level game of 2 fantastic teams.
La pregunta és, ahir teníem un espectacle entre Espanya i França. No sents una miqueta també la responsabilitat de fer lo mateix, d'una comparació? I la resposta, sempre és molt difícil comparar. Ahir era una Nations League semifinals, ara semifinals entre Espanya i França. Jo sé que això és un espectacle. Jo sempre, o nosaltres sempre volem fer també un espectacle que agradi a la gent, no? Als nostres fans, als nostres seguidors. Però és veritat que ahir va ser una dominació també d'un bon joc espectacular, el més alt nivell, i no seria just esperar exactament el mateix joc demà, perquè és un entorn completament diferent, però nosaltres serem ofensius. És l'atac el que hem preparat, és el que tenim en ment, i tot dependrà una miqueta de quantes vegades podem passar la barrera, quants espais, quantes vegades podem arribar fins a l'àrea del contrari, i quanta fam o de ganes tenim d'agafar la pilota, tenir la pilota, de marcar i d'agafar aquest flux i arribar al que volem, al que ens hem demanat nosaltres mateixos. Però clar, ahir va ser un partit espectacular, això és veritat.
Thomas, it is a unique game tomorrow. When picking the team, how do you balance that need to find those incisive attacking movements and auditioning some of the players that you haven't yet seen?
How do we, say again?
How do you balance trying to find those connections that make the incisive attacking movements that you're talking about, and still managing to look at some of the players that you brought into the camp?
Well, first of all, it's a World Cup qualifier, and we will not devalue the World Cup qualifier just because we are on the paper huge favorites into a exhibition game where we have a look at things and try things. It will be a very serious approach tomorrow because, first of all, like I said, Spain was up 1-0 at half-time, the same Spain that presented a spectacle yesterday. So first of all, I think it's about being serious, being professional, and being determined, and showing it also in the lineup. It will be an offensive lineup, I guess, and it will be an attacking lineup, and it will give us the opportunity to perform and put the game where we want to have the game, and get the result that we want to have. And then we will see. But my thoughts are not so much whom can we see and what do we try. It's more like about the game plan since 2 days, and who trains well, who feels well, who has the connections, who showed up in a good rhythm, and after a long season, and putting players together from which we feel they have a connection, and then they can show. And from there we go, and then we take in-game decisions that are necessary according to the flow of the game, according to the result, and then we take the decisions in the friendly match, step by step.
És difícil, i la pregunta és difícil trobar aquest equilibri entre aquest joc d'atac que vols fer, i has explicat l'estratègia, i els jugadors, quins jugadors posar, els jugadors del camp o uns altres, i la resposta. Tenim el respecte a aquest partit perquè és una qualificació. Això no vol dir que no sigui important. És molt important i volem intentar moltes coses. Ens ho prenem molt seriosament. I us vol recordar un altre cop, Espanya 1-0, mitja part, és la mateixa Espanya que ahir va ser tan espectacular. Ens ho prenem molt seriosament, molt professionalment i molt determinats. L'alineació serà ofensiva, serà d'atac, i posar una persona o una altra persona. El qui no és tan important, és arribar fins al resultat que nosaltres volem aconseguir. I la persona, doncs, és més el joc que hem estat preparant aquests últims 2 dies, qui ho fa bé, quines persones podem juntar i que tinguin una connexió, això és molt més important. I després ja és el que he explicat abans, el flux del partit, aconseguir les coses que hem preparat.
Okay, last one.
Jo només demanar-li, good evening, analitzant Andorra, què és el que li ha sorprès que Andorra faci especialment bé sent un equip petit, i ara que és seleccionador, quina opinió li mereix el Koldo, que fa 15 anys que està al capdavant de la selecció amb més de 100 partits. Gràcies.
Good evening. And after analyzing Andorra, what has surprised you most? Because we are talking about more modest or smaller team. What do they well, in your opinion? And then a second question, your opinion about Koldo, who is the trainer for more than 15 years, more than 100 matches in this case.
Nice. I mean, it's a nice story to be that long and to be that long in responsibility for a country, and to form and shape the culture and the team of a country is amazing. So I'm happy to meet him tomorrow, play against him tomorrow. It's a unique match. We are not surprised, but we can clearly see the formation against Tier 1 teams. It's normally a 5-4-1 formation. It's well drilled, it's well organized, and it needs. They don't allow a huge amount of big chances normally. So we need a mix. We need a mix between being patient and at the same time speed the game up, bring the speed to the game, and try to never lose the focus what we want, reaching the opponent's box and being dangerous. But yeah, we see the structure, we see the clear pattern, we see that they try to play even a high pressing when the opponents have goal kick. So we see all these patterns and we are prepared for them.
Doncs bé, em sembla que tants anys de responsable d'una selecció, d'un país on pots configurar la cultura, un equip, això em sembla molt bé i molt bonic, i m'agradarà molt conèixer el Koldo demà. Si ja parlem de com juguen, la formació, que estan molt bé organitzats, molt ben preparats, és una estructura normalment de 5-4-1, no deixen moltes oportunitats pel rival d'arribar, però nosaltres hem de trobar aquesta combinació entre paciència i velocitat, i llavors arribar fins a l'àrea del rival i allà intentar fer mal. És veritat que ells tenen com una estructura, com he dit, un patró, i també són capaços de fer una alta pressió i tenen un bon xut, així que és el que esperem.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll have Reece James shortly.
You're welcome.
Okay, everyone, now joined by Reece James. Same arrangements before, so Rob Dorset here. Get us underway first. Thank you.
Good to see you, Reece. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good man. Listen, last time you were in England in an England shirt, you scored your first international goal, and what a goal it was as well. Now it looks like if you're up here, you're going to be starting consecutive England matches. Happy days for you.
I mean, yeah, happy days. I mean, I don't know if I'm playing yet, but for sure I'm moving in the right direction. You know, I finish off the season strong, and I feel like I'm in a good place.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bueno, ara ja has fet un primer gol, no? I quin gol que vas xutar. I ara sembla que sí, que ja pots repetir i ja és consecutiu, no?, que hi eres. I estàs content? I la contestació, doncs sí, clar, estic molt content, encara no sé si jugaré, però bueno, esperarem com se va desenvolupar tot i a veure quin lloc tindré.
You'll be aware it feels a bit like a Chelsea home game, this, with so many Chelsea players in this squad. It's the biggest contingent of any club here, and now one of the hottest properties in English football. Liam Delap has joined you. What do you make of that?
No, I think he's had a great season, you know, at Ipswich, and, you know, I'm very happy that he's, you know, going to be joining us, you know, for the next season. He's a great player, and no, I'm delighted he's with us.
Doncs sembla quasi com un equip del Chelsea, no?, perquè hi ha molts i, a més, un que ja jugarà amb vosaltres. I la contestació sí, una gran temporada, ha fet una gran temporada i estem molt contents de que també comenci a jugar amb nosaltres.
Hi, Reece. Spending time here in the sun and training, does it feel like this is the start of the preparation looking to that World Cup next year?
No, we started at the last camp, but yeah, for sure, preparation, you know, for the next World Cup has started. You know, we want to, you know, build something right, build you know, good foundations going into a huge tournament, and I believe we started off well, and, you know, hopefully we can continue.
Aquí, disfrutant del sol i entrenar, això ja és realment el començament de la preparació per la Copa del Món de l'any que ve? Ha començat ja? I la contestació, doncs sí, l'últim camp ha estat molt bé i sí que pensem que això ha començat ja de posar els fonaments, de començar a preparar-ho tot i amb l'estructura i amb tot el que necessitem.
You're used to it at Chelsea, competing with lots of good players. Here you have Trent Alexander-Arnold and Kyle Walker. What's it like battling for that position, and what has the manager said to you about that?
No, it's something I'm used to, you know, playing or competing with, you know, world-class players. You know, as you mentioned, they're two, you know, phenomenal players in my position. And yes, of course it's going to be tough. But, you know, we all have, you know, different capabilities and different strengths, and, you know, it's just whichever one the manager wants to decide to play.
Hi ha molts jugadors del Chelsea, Tramis, Kyle Walker, etc. Hi ha uns quants que lluiten per al mateix joc, el teu també. I la resposta, doncs sí, això és veritat, però estem acostumats. Jo estic acostumat a això, són jugadors de molt alta qualitat, molt alt nivell, i molts tenen el mateix joc. El que passa que cadascú té les seves característiques i és dur, però és el que estem acostumats.
Reece, what's it been like for you? Can you just talk to us a little bit about what it's been like for you coming back and playing regularly, captaining Chelsea in a major European final, being involved with England on a regular basis after 2 difficult years with injury, how it feels to have put it behind you, what it was like during that period, so we get a sense of what it's like for you to return and be playing regularly again?
Yeah, no, for sure. You know, I had a difficult 2 or 3 seasons, you know, always being injured and coming back and breaking down again, and it was tough. You know, it takes a lot out of you when you know have so many setbacks. And yeah, this season I feel like I've come on leaps and bounds. You know, playing on a consistent basis. You know, getting selected for England again, and you know, I'm feeling strong, and for sure I'm moving in the right direction.
Què significa per tu que ja tornes a jugar amb el Chelsea d'una forma més regular i també ara seleccionat per Anglaterra, per la selecció absoluta, després de 2 anys lesionat, un període tan difícil, que ens pots explicar, no? Has tornat i ara ja jugues més regularment. Doncs sí, tens tota la raó, que ha estat molt dur, 2 anys molt difícils, tornar, trencar-me un altre cop, això sempre és molt dur, molt difícil, però ara ja em sento molt fort i molt preparat, ara ja tinc ja els moments més constants i ja puc jugar d'una forma més regular.
Reece, hi. Good luck tomorrow. But when you see a game like last night, Spain against France, I don't know if you managed to catch it, but it was quite a spectacular game. When you see a game like that, do you feel a sort of a responsibility to entertain? Do you do that anyway, or is it simply about winning?
I mean, I'm not so much an entertainer. I don't score so many goals. My job is to defend. But no, yeah, last night's game was a super high quality game, and everyone loves playing in games like that. And yeah, but I'm focused on myself representing England and looking forward to tomorrow.
Okay, before we come back to Sky, any other questions in the room?
Pensant en la partida de demà, has vist ahir el partit d'Espanya-França, que va ser espectacular. Quan ho veus, tu tens una responsabilitat d'entretenir també o només és de guanyar? I la resposta, doncs jo no sóc una persona d'entreteniment, no ho soc. No sóc un showman, no faig aquestes coses, ni marco els gols normalment, així que faig altres coses són importants. Per mi l'important és el partit, les coses que jo he de fer, representar Anglaterra, i m'agradarà molt participar demà en el partit contra Andorra.
Reece, obviously with your sister being selected for the Lionesses for the Euro squad as well, this feels like great times for the James family, I'm guessing.
No, I'm delighted for her. She obviously got injured with England at the back end of the season, and I'm happy she got selected to represent England going into another Euros.
Have you spoken to her?
Yeah, I've spoken to her briefly yesterday. She's focused on training and trying to get her body right for the tournament.
And the family reaction to both of you?
No, the family are very much happy. Both of us representing our country, they're proud.
Doncs hem sentit que la teva germana va jugar també. Estàs contenta amb això perquè estava lesionada, no? I sí, és veritat, i estic molt content per ella. És veritat, va lesionar-se amb Anglaterra al final de la temporada passada. Has parlat amb ella? Doncs sí, he parlat amb ella, està molt concentrada i molt feliç. I la família tots molt contents perquè tenen 2 fills que representen Anglaterra.
Okay, I think that's us done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, see you tomorrow. Good luck tomorrow.